No.
Somebody got you?
No.
Oh, how can I help?
I don't want to do a report.
What kind?
Interference with child custody. Are you police?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But they, just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Then, what time were they supposed to bring the child?
They have been committing crimes to interfere with my child custody for a while.
Oh, okay then. I
Yeah.
somebody out here.
Yeah, since 2018.
Okay.
Hello. May I have your name?
Seeing Corporal Brown.
Corporal Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your badge number?
10382.
I don't know. You may have came over to the apartment complex when my sister didn't give me the mail years ago.
No, ma'am.
Okay. You look familiar. Okay.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm trying to do an interference with child custody. Ever since 2018, people have been committing crimes to keep me away from my child. And I kind of fell through the cracks with the police department. I tried to get a protection order today, and they said that I needed more evidence. So I don't know. This guy, I believe, is stalking me. He claims he's innocent, but each time I try to report him, I get handcuffed or arrested or detained or pushed and shoved and forced to leave, so I can't report him. And I may have multiple reports that headquarters want to investigate. Am I able to report him today without getting violated?
Were you saying you were trying to do a protective and police came out?
Yes, I was trying to do a protection order at the Frank rally, and police came out and at the George Allen. So for some reason, he claims he's innocent, but police enforce his abuse. So if I can get police to do an investigation to clear him, huh?
And when did this happen?
It's happening now currently because I still don't have access to my child. And I get cyberbullied and all kind of chaos. I call around trying to get advocacy, attorneys, representation, all kind of chaos that I can't talk about that I experienced still today. I think I'm targeted.
Okay.
But
I believe we did a report for you before. Do you still have that case number from the last time you came in the station reporting this?
no, I don't know. They wouldn't take a report from me.
Okay, did we not give you a report number?
No, he couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it?
Yeah, Bill couldn't find it. Had me on hold an hour looking for it, and then had an attitude and said that he couldn't help.
Okay. You got your ID on you?
I do. So am I able to report the abuser?
Well, ma'am, I'll definitely get your report number on this deal.
Because you didn't get his name, did you? And the interference with child custody.
You got your paperwork from your interference with child custody?
I've returned it in multiple times and showed it to the police. It's like as if they're covering for it.
Okay. Well, once again, do you have it now, today?
I don't have it today, but I've already turned it in. So
Do that without the paperwork, okay?
I'm sorry?
I can't make an interference with child custody report without the paperwork that says you're supposed to have your child between these days and these months.
Okay, well, what about the crimes that was committed to hindering the child custody rights? How a party made false statements
I
to...
don't know what that's about, ma'am.
I haven't been able to tell you.
Hmm?
I haven't been able to tell you. Are you covering for it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so what about the crime of them hindering my child custody rights, making false statements to the family court? That's a
I
crime.
don't know anything about it.
I'm telling you, K. Brown.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Like I said, I don't know anything about that.
Well, when I turned in the reports multiple times, they don't keep a file on it because tamper with evidence is a felony.
Well, do you not have that report number that you said you made?
Okay, well, I'll look for the report number. Hold on one moment. I said I'll look for the report number,
Okay.
K. Brown?
That'll definitely help me out.
Okay, good. One moment. Let me look for it. I have multiple. Do you just need one, or do you?
Yeah, which was the last one that was given to you?
068906/2022. I told police that
0689?
068906-2022. I told
That's
that.
the most recent one?
Yes, and I told the police at this particular time that my daughter was hit, and I gave them evidence that my child custody rights were being violated, and my party made false statements to the family court.
So you've already been to court on this deal?
Yeah, they kind of ignored me 2 times. They wouldn't let me go to court, and I reported that to the police. It was kind of suspicious.
Okay.
And then they took my child custody rights away when I wasn't even at court. They couldn't get their story straight on if my child custody rights were taken away or not, and I asked attorneys to look for it, and the attorneys don't know what my child custody rights are. So I don't know if they're terminated or
not.
not.
Taking away your custody of your child is what you're saying.
I don't know. I would love for law enforcement to find out because I've tried every avenue that I
Have you
could.
gone
And
to family court to see
they
what's
won't tell
up?
me.
Why won't they tell
I
you?
don't know. That's why I want law enforcement to
That's
figure it out.
two separate things. Family court and us, that's separate.
Well, if they won't tell me, you think maybe that they could tell the police? I mean, if you are trying to be protect and serve and they don't want me to know, can you figure out why?
Well, see what we can do. What's a good phone number for you, ma'am?
Okay. Okay, I have another one too if that one doesn't,
Sure.
if there's problems with that
What's
one.
that?
Okay, the other report number, you can even see him, is 033-713-2022.
All right, give me a minute.
Okay, I've done a couple of them, but those are just the ones that.
Okay.
Those are the same officers that bullied me last time. They like to use bullies, especially when I try to report my abuser. But I remember them trying to intimidate me and bully. It's not a game. I'm a foster restorer in the teens. And like I said, sometimes I didn't think I was going to make it out alive. I was put in isolation and violated in jail and denied the right to go to court. They're not playing games. So I feel like I'm in the civil rights movement fighting for my life again. Like they were back in the day. It's not as bad, but I mean, I'm openly not getting law enforcement, and they're openly covering for crime. 60-something reports, getting trapped on trains, violated. My bank won't give me funds. Guns pulled on me, all that chaos. And they send bullies out and keep covering for it. So these are the people that mistreated me last time trying to get a welfare check on my daughter. And let's see if who is going to assist me with the update of this report. If they send right care or what happens today to cover up for crimes.
It looks like for what you're asking about, officers already made the reports with those two case numbers.
Oh, well, I guess there was a disconnect and I don't understand because I was reporting interference with child custody and someone making false statements with a family court to a family court, which are felonies.
So.
Is that correct? You're corporal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so is it a crime?
You already made that report.
Oh, hold on.
You already.
I don't, it's like multiple parties tamper with evidence to commit crimes. Is it a crime?
So you already made the report about that. You're concerned about that.
Yes, and it's still going on, and I have a right to report it. Each time that it still occurs, I still don't have access to my child.
Okay, looks like the report said that your rights were terminated in 2019. You don't have custody of your kid anymore.
Oh, so I don't have supervised visits?
You have supervised visits, apparently.
Okay, but what I'm reporting.
Do you go to your supervised visits?
I'm sorry?
Do you go to your supervised visits?
No, I'm not being heard because I keep telling you that I got the supervised visits out of corruption, and that's what I was reporting.
Okay, so if you were
making false statements to a family court.
You'll have to go to internal affairs if you think it's a police-related issue.
Okay, this is why I've been having a hard time for years, sir. I'm reporting that someone went up to the family court and made false statements to the family court.
Okay.
And that's what I gave you the report number. Making false statements to a family court is a crime.
Okay. Apparently, family court didn't think they were false statements, and they terminated your rights as a parent, and now you have supervised visitation.
Is there any reason why law enforcement is then getting denied? Why wouldn't police investigate the false statements
so
made?
They made several reports for you regarding these incidents.
Right, but if I showed a restraining order, see, it's so many parties committing crimes covering up for it. Multiple parties can't get their life straight. First, it was the August 2nd, Judge Mary Murphy did it. And I'm telling you, crimes are being committed, and the police department denies investigation. They had stepmother go up there because dad isn't competent. You know, I just want to be able to give you evidence. I want to be able to give you evidence.
To a detective?
No. I talked to Detective Perez briefly, and he was covering for the crime. That wasn't a real detective. He didn't have my best interest at heart.
That he was covering for your crime?
Yes, because what I want investigated is easily investigatable. Why, what is his name? James Hastings from Hillsborough, Texas, made false statements. Then when he incriminated himself out of Hillsborough, pulled out. They set up for dad and stepmom to go up there and make false statements to the family court. I have it recorded. Let me give you another date. I have it recorded where I have the recording of him saying that he don't know why I don't have access to my child. So if he went up there and said that I did something to not have access to my child and then don't know why he did it, but my confusion is why people are risking their livelihood in felonies. Because tamper with evidence is a felony. Why are so many parties enforcing that I don't have my child custody rights? Here in the child custody agreement is a felony even if police want to aid in that crime. So if I'm giving you proof and year after year you deny investigation out of corruption, you're committing a crime.
Okay, ma'am. Well, I don't know about your corruption.
Well, if you deny me investigation, that's corruption.
You've got your case numbers. A detective.
I wanted to report that
And a detective did speak to you about it.
I still don't have access to my daughter out of criminal activity, and I wanted to report it again.
The detective found that you don't have primary custody of your child. You have supervised visits.
Right, out of corruption, sir. Huh?
There was also a CPS referral done.
Well, you're covering up for the corruption, K. Brown. Well, I'm reporting corruption. Let me tell you how you can figure it out. Okay. Well, it's a crime to hinder child custody rights.
Okay, ma'am. So you've already reported that. They've already investigated that.
What did they investigate? Tell me, because I didn't.
Claim of hindering your child custody rights.
Okay, if they went up
You
there.
said you don't even go for your supervised visits when you're supposed to. So you're.
I didn't say that. You're tampering with evidence. That's a felony. You're committing a felony right now. You're a corporal, K. Brown.
You're not following what you're supposed to be doing.
Corporal, you're committing a crime right now. You're tampering with evidence, and you're trying to be condescending.
It's already been documented. Okay?
I want to document today.
That's fine.
That I want a police report that today I still don't have my child custody rights. I want it to be that I want it to be evidence that you're tampering with evidence, committing a crime. So I need my police report.
You can do whatever.
I want the police report number, so it's the evidence that you're committing a felony right now.
I'm going to supplement this report that already is reporting that you reported on. Okay.
I wanted an actual report because they're still committing a crime.
This report.
Well, Bill already did that and lied and didn't supplement.
I'm going to supplement.
Okay, I also want to report the stalker because I keep getting pushed and shoved trying to report him, and he's saying that he's an innocent man. So if you guys,
I'm going to supplement the report.
I'm trying to report the stalker, sir.
Okay, I'm going to supplement the report.
Hey. Okay, let me call the police. Okay, hold on.
Our ambulance?
I'm not sure. This man that's claiming he's innocent, that I believe is stalking me, the police keep covering for, detaining me, arresting me, preventing me from getting protection orders, and refusing to investigate him and let me report him. So his name will be in any of the paperwork that I'm submitting. And they've been doing it.
What's your address?
I'm at South Central Patrol on Camp Wisdom. So I like someone to come and see why they keep. I want to see why they keep harassing me, mistreating me, and covering tampering with evidence, which is a felony. Then deny me the right to report this man that claims he's innocent. If he's done nothing wrong, then why won't they put his name in the reports and do an investigation for him? Why are the police headquarters denying me 60-something reports for this man that he claims is innocent? So appears to be a connection because they will not investigate him and keep threatening right care and arresting me to cover up for him.
Are you inside the suspect?
Yes, and for years they keep covering up for this man that claims to be innocent, preventing me from getting. They pushed me and shoved me and made me leave Frank Crowley, trying to get a protection order. They made me leave the George Allen. They're openly committing crimes over and over to cover for him, and deny me a report of the stalker.
So have you spoken with anyone there?
I'm speaking with, I think his name is I can't think of his name, Corporal something. He's working with it now, and he's only doing the interference with child custody report. He says he's going to supplement it. They keep covering for me not having access to my daughter, interference with child custody crimes. They've been covering for it for years. So I believe that there was a conspiracy to violate my civil rights, but I can't prove that he claims to be innocent, but they keep violating and mistreating me when I demand investigation to clear his name or to find out who's been violating me ever since I ended the online relationship with him in 2018. So if he's innocent, why do they keep on denying me investigation to figure out who's doing this? So police headquarters is tampering with evidence. They've done it multiple times. They've detained me, arrested me, and I'm in South Central Patrol now. And they've detained me here at South Central Patrol.
Okay, well, you need to talk to the officers that are there, ma'am.
Talk to the officers here. I need someone sent out because they're tampering with evidence here.
You are at a police station also.
Hello? One moment. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hello?
You're already at a police station.
Yes, but when the police are so corrupt that they tamper with evidence and won't let you report someone that you think is dangerous, and they've been doing it for years, how do you get protected against law enforcement that come and push and shove you and cover up for your abuser? So are you refusing to let me do the report on the stalker?
Who's your stalker, ma'am?
I can't.
Jason Gardner of Vivid Images.
Jason who?
Gardner of Vivid Images. I believe his name is Jason Gardner of Vivid Images.
Go ahead and talk to the officer that you're talking to.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, can you imagine living with the police department being your bullies at a hotel stays, beating on the door, trying to get you out on your phone, breaking into it? I can't report it. I had a text from the attorney, and it came up missing with the address and information. Text come up missing. If it's too incriminating, I know people won't believe it, so I just don't. So I had to go through all the numbers that I called that day and figure out what attorney it was, because it just disappeared out my phone. So I still have this chaos going on the court, CPS, all these corrupt parties are enforcing I don't see my child. Because like I said, he wants to hit me below the belt where it hurts. And he can abuse the government and enlist them to commit crimes with him. But here's the good part about it. He don't get his hands dirty. They do all the dirty work. That's why they want to investigate the cyberbullying, me getting ran off roads, guns pulled on me, assaults, threats, because it will show I'm getting harassed. So they just tamper with evidence. Can you tell me why my name was up there?
Up where?
Over there in the corner, my name was up there. Are they you? Is that a warning for officers to commit the crime of tampering with evidence? Are you guys that corrupt to where you post a sign to say tamper with evidence when this person walks in? Is that how it's done? You just post it and then people risk felonies?
So it's Jason Gardner?
Yes.
Do you have a date of birth, a race, anything?
I believe it is 5/19/83.
Black, white, Hispanic?
He's black. Black. He has a YouTube channel. Well, not a YouTube channel, but he has a Instagram page.
Okay.
I can give you that information.
Sure.
It's Jason Gardner of Vivid Images.
Okay.
So when I ended the online relationship, I had a false arrest out of Itasca, and my daughter witnessed the false arrest screaming in terror. And ever since then, multiple parties have been scheming together to violate my rights as a parent. That's why you guys can't investigate, because it will incriminate yourselves. They have denied me the right to go to court multiple times out of corruption.
We're talking about the stalking that you said.
Right. If he can set up for them to deny me my right to go to court,
How is he stalking?
how? Why?
That's the report you wanted. That's the report
Right.
you wanted.
Okay. I'm trying to give you a connection. K, you're a corporal, K Brown?
Yes.
Okay. So when I ended the online relationship with him, I had the false arrest, and ever since then, multiple parties have been scheming together, committing crimes to violate my right as a parent. Courts, CPS, the dad, the police department.
So how's he stalking you?
Okay. Well, what is that considered if he hires someone to falsely arrest me? I did see him stalking me in person.
Following you? Is he
Well,
down at your apartment?
okay, so if he had someone falsely arrest me, what is that considered?
Buenas tardes.
Tell me what that is so I know the right way to verbalize it. What is it?
That's not stalking.
Well, tell me what it is so I can report the crime.
Mañana apenas y yo estaba en el trabajo.
Well, what is it?
You want
13:46.
a stalking report?
Well, can't tell me what kind of report.
That's what I'm trying to
13:46.
Okay, so
do. You feel like that
well, what he does is he's able to use Men in Blue, the police department, to stalk and harass and cover for his crimes.
Okay, ma'am.
So
I'm
let,
going to give you a report number for this stalking.
what is that considered though when he can set up false arrests and have the government be so corrupt that they deny me my right to go to court? What is that considered?
It's not stalking.
Tell me what it is so I know my
It's
rights.
like he's made a false statement against you.
It's not a false statement. He's controlling the police department.
Okay.
Sir.
Report number.
Okay, well, let me give you more evidence because there's been a lot of tampering with evidence.
You just hang tight for me, all right, Ms. Brown?
Clearly tampering with evidence. If it's not stalking, what is it? If you hire some police to falsely arrest someone after they end an online relationship, well, why won't he tell me what it's considered if he's not committing a crime? So Sir, if you're not covering for the crimes, why wouldn't you want me to know what that's considered so I can protect myself?
It ain't stalking, man.
Well, tell me what it
It
is.
felt like you were falsely accused.
I saw him stalking me, and I told the task of police that someone was posting online what I was doing at home. Voyeurism, that's a form of stalking. Cyber stalking. They wouldn't investigate
You
it.
said that he was at your house.
This is so hard to speak with police because they misunderstand a lot of what I'm saying. I said someone posted to me online what I was doing at home.
Okay.
And I showed evidence to a task of police, and he had to go, and they would not investigate for voyeurism, which is a crime. Had they came in and investigated how this man was telling me what was going on at home, then we would have evidence of stalking. Had you not detained me and arrested me for cover-up multiple times, I was trying to report him. Well, the Dallas Police Department did, and multiple other departments as well. In Garland, when I was attending the domestic violence support, you're tampering with evidence. In Garland, when I was attending the domestic violence support group, then too.
There's your report number for the stalking.
Okay. So if you abuse the government for stalking, is it still stalking? If you have Homeland Security and marshals?
If been stalking you, ma'am, you can go right down there.
I'm asking, you're not committing a crime, sir, so I just want education. Right, but if you abuse the government and have Homeland Security, marshals, and police stalking someone, is that stalking?
Ma'am, I can't prove that.
It,
Can't prove that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking you if the government was stalking someone. I'm sorry?
That's not what you're saying. Doesn't make any sense. That the Homeland Security and the
Oh, let me show you a video. Hold on. If you guys would have investigated the 60-something reports, a lot of this stuff was on camera footage. When Homeland Security, Joseph Basarnik came to West End, harassed me, and told me that don't go back to the government building where I had a case. And then the police started guarding the West End station like Fort Knox, because that's where I routinely frequented to catch the bus. He also interrupted me trying to speak with the marshals to find out if the FBI took up a case of you guys' corruption.
Did you record those interactions too?
They were probably, these buildings have their own cameras, don't they?
Did you record them off?
No, that's when you guys were really out of control when I wasn't recording. That's why I started to record, when you just got too out of control, and then your behavior got better as when I started to record. So let me give you the video. Yeah.
And I've been trying to tell you about all the
He
things that
harassed
have been
me
going on for a long
and tried
time.
prevented me, stalked me, and prevented me from checking on my
Well,
case.
it's been going on over
And
a
then
year.
concocted a criminal trespass so I can check on the
Same
case
stuff
that I had
you were
against
doing before in
you.
the past.
From
Remember when I was at the FBI?
Let me finish.
Well, I want to give
I
you
had a
help.
case
I'm not
against
gonna
Jason
stop fighting
Gardner,
for
the
my
man
life
the police
right
department has
before
been
you just
protecting, as well as multiple different government agencies.
stalking cases like that.
It was a civil case because you
I have
guys
a
kept on
YouTube channel
covering
with
for
a lot of
crimes.
evidence
All
on
the
it.
police department I reported him to, if I wasn't getting arrested at them, with them, or detained.
I want to be able to not be on the streets and get protection from corruption.
Well, let me tell you where
Well,
let
I saw
me
you
wait.
at
Hold
the
on. Okay, I was going into our assignment there.
Facilities. They don't do anything with the general citizens of the United States.
Let me go back. He was talking about when I signed it
Where's it
there.
at? I don't receive any documentation saying that it was unfounded. It is founded. If I get, that's why I'm trying to find an investigator here and try to get a work.
Okay, well, I asked him if he remembered handcuffing me at the FBI. He said yes. So,
What are you trying to do?
What am I trying to do? I'm trying to see if what you're saying is legit so I can get you in the right way.
I just want to know the right place to go without you trying to help me and sabotage my life like you've been doing.
Okay?
What is the right place to go? What is a person to go for false arrest? Corruption, big time corruption. Government agencies.
What is the corruption? What's
Who do I talk to, Joey, for government agencies? You're not going to help me. You didn't help me last time. You handcuffed me and played games and pretended like you.
Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Continue to go down this way. We'll call Dallas because you have criminal trespass on this building.
How can I? You're trying to hinder my case again? You can't. You're committing a crime again. You're committing a crime, Mr. Baranek. Baracus. Oh, that's how you pronounce it, Baracus. What's your ID number?
I don't have an ID number.
Baracus, Joseph Baracus. Okay, well, let me check on my case, and I don't need you intimidating me, bullying me. I figured it was you that was here trying to enforce that I don't progress. Because that's what you've been doing the whole time.
Well, you can go figure out what you need to go get.
Right, but I don't need you intimidating me and bullying me and violating me and lying on me again and mistreating me. I'm not. You're bothering me by following and stalking me and sabotaging my life. You're bothering me and handcuffing me at the FBI and lying. You're bothering me by
I
the
just
lies.
mentioned whether following me and at the FBI and all of that.
For a long time.
Oh well, what the
need
problem
you
of it
trying to
is, this
intimidate-
is at the federal building where I had a case because multiple police departments cover for the abuser. So I had to go to the federal building and try to get a civil case because every police department I went into covered for him if they wasn't arresting me and detaining me to cover for him or pushing and shoving me from getting and made me leave from getting protection orders. So that's why I had to go to the federal building. So I think that it's a pattern by when I went to the federal building trying to check on my case, then I got mistreated and bullied there and given a legal criminal trespass. So it's kind of difficult because I know that you guys refuse to investigate yourselves. And you have that choice when you're the law, you can break the law and consistently keep getting away with it.
I'm gonna go ahead and knock this report out for you.
Right, but here's the thing that police headquarters deny investigation.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna do the report for you.
Okay, so this is regarding the stock.
Say you're not gonna be happy. I'm going to do the report for you, ma'am. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
Sir, I don't know why you would be rude and I have all this chaos going on. I don't know why I would get bullied and mistreated. I want to speak to officers that are sensitive and not bullies. I can't find it. But I want education on how to combat all of this abuse. What do I do if they're denying me law enforcement?
Got your name?
Do I have to go? I spoke to hopefully that the news people I spoke to today will get something resolved.
Hopefully they will.
Yes, because that's the only thing that's going to get something done.